Giallo, the precursor to the slasher film. The Giallo subgenre started off pretty simple. In 1920s Italy, crime thriller books were being released with yellow covers. The yellow cover became synonymous with this certain crime thriller genre, thus the Italian word for yellow, Giallo, was used to eventually describe the nature of these works of fiction throughout the decades. Filmmakers like Mario Bava and eventually Dario Argento took the concept of these stories of murder and crime and adapted the themes to movie screens. You know the films. POV shot from the killer's point of view, black gloves, love, murder, and a mystery. Starting out rather tame by today's standards, the films eventually became more sexualized and more violent as the years progressed. Filmmakers tried to one-up each other. Gialli really hit their peak in the 70s, and by the 80s, slashers started taking over. Now you can see how Gialli eventually became the American slasher genre that we all know and love. Look at Friday the 13th, for example. Most of its elements are ripped straight from Giallo films. Story-wise, it's a Gialli. Maybe not a good one, but it's still a Gialli. But style-wise, oh, it has the American blundering slasher feel all over it. So why the brief history of Gialli? Well, tonight's film is one. In a time where slasher films were taking over the market both here in America and overseas, Murder Obsession was released in 1981, holding on to the last bit of breath Gialli had to offer. So, is this late Giallo worth watching today? Well, let's find out together. Welcome to the HellBound Horror Show. Murder Obsession goes by many names. You have Murder Obsession, Murder Syndrome, Satan's Altar, Fear, and The Wailing. Talk about an identity crisis. The film starts with a woman walking into a room, opening up the curtains, and whoa! That started fast. We're not even 30 seconds in, and we're already at the good stuff. Talk about premature strangulation, am I right? Well, it turns out that they're on a movie set, and the actor just got really into his role. It's almost like he got lost in the moment, and all he wanted to do was kill the actress. He had a real bad case of those murder syndromes. The actor is Michael, and he's been having these visions from when he was a child. He and his mother are watching his father orchestrate music on stage. Even though it's been many years, he goes to visit his mother. He takes his girlfriend, and in the morning, his fellow crew members meet up at his mother's place. The mother isn't doing well and has her servant helping out around the house. Michael's father died when he was just a boy. Apparently, young Michael killed his own father, but Michael barely remembers it. Anyways, while at the house, Michael's friends begin to get killed off one by one, and he may be the one responsible for their deaths. It's a real whodunit, just like most Gialli, and even has some hyper-violent moments with some black leather gloves, and of course, tons of TNA. Most of the women have their breasts exposed throughout the runtime of the film, even Michael's mother, when they're in the same room together, on the same bed. Gore here is quick and pretty cheap. Like, this head doesn't even look like a person at all. Music plays off the notion that Michael's dad was a composer, so we get a lot of loud piano bits, and it just didn't jive with me. The mystery is fine and all, and it does a pretty good job of keeping you on your toes, but the overall experience is pretty meh. Like, there's this dream sequence, and we get these giant fake spiders with like human hand feelers. I don't get it. Overall, it's an admirable attempt, and it has a lot of good things going for it, but it just wasn't for me. Now, I usually like a good Giallo film, but Murder Obsession has neither the style nor the substance that I'm accustomed to with the subgenre. And that's all I have for tonight. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, and take care, everyone.